Welcome to This Explainer. Look, today we're unpacking a massive, fundamental shift in how information is actually found online. We're rapidly moving away from those traditional search algorithms and charging straight into the era of AI gatekeepers. I'm talking about ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity, right? They aren't just summarizing information anymore, they are literally deciding what gets seen in the first place. So let's break down exactly how to make sure your content is what they choose to show. Okay, let's dive into this. Right at the core of this whole shift is something called Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO. This is essentially your new essential pillar for search visibility. Why? Because it specifically prioritizes content that AI systems can instantly pull and cite in real time. We're no longer just trying to rank on a static list of blue links. We want to be the definitive go-to answer that the AI directly speaks back to the user. So here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll start off with the rise of AIO, then we'll get into structuring for AI comprehension, followed by speaking the machine's language. After that, we'll take a hard look at the current AI landscape, and finally wrap up with why this is the great equalizer. This structured map is going to efficiently break down all the mechanics for you. All right, starting off with Section 1, the rise of AOE. These AI systems are no longer just handy little tools. They are the actual gatekeepers of digital information. When we look at the absolute heavy hitters right now, ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, you quickly realize that simply having great content just isn't enough anymore. Nope. It has to be formatted specifically so these exact AI systems can read, pull, and cite it in real time. If they can't instantly parse your website to answer a user's prompt, well, you effectively don't exist in their ecosystem. It's just a completely new paradigm we're dealing with here. Let's move to Section 2, Structuring for AI Comprehension, and see how this builds into a very practical roadmap for us. Here's the absolutely crucial difference you gotta remember. While we humans skim for emotion or, flashy graphics, machines crave predictability. They're basically like an incredibly fast feed reader looking purely for the bottom line. So, to build structure for AI comprehension, you need these three specific elements. First, use clear H1 to H3 heading structures to create a totally logical hierarchy. Second, you want to put concise definitions right at the top of your sections so the AI can grab a definitive answer immediately. And third, use bulleted lists. It breaks down complex data into neat, scannable pieces the bot can effortlessly extract. Moving right along to Section 3, Speaking the Machine's Language. Now we're getting into the technical back end that actually supports that structural formatting we just talked about. Listen, this is how you tell the AI exactly what you are selling or talking about, leaving literally zero room for misinterpretation. Schema markup. Schema explicitly defines what a content piece is about. Think of it as adding invisible tags that tell the bot, hey, don't try to guess what this paragraph is. Let me tell you definitively. It completely eliminates any AI guesswork. And this brilliantly illustrates where the vocabulary gets super granular. Schema tags categorize exact entities. For instance, are you writing about an item you sell? Tag it as a product. Is it a physical location? Tag it as a venue. Maybe you're sharing a thought leadership quote? Well, tag it as an expert opinion. By explicitly tagging elements like these, you are speaking the machine's native language, handing it the exact puzzle pieces it needs to serve up to the user. All right, let's shift gears to Section 4, the current AI landscape. We're going to take a brisk, analytical look at the current visibility metrics and see who's actually winning at this game right now. The contrast in the market right now is just massive. To put this into perspective, B2B SaaS companies are currently featured in a whopping 43% of relevant AI responses. I mean, they've clearly adapted. But then look at retail, which is sitting at an average of merely 18%. So while tech-forward sectors are aggressively leveraging AOO to dominate, huge portions of the market are just falling behind. If you're in a space like retail, this gap is a wide-open opportunity for you to swoop in and capture that visibility. This brings us to our final section, Section 5, the Great Equalizer. This is where we hit the high-stakes realization of what AEO actually means for business today. In the old SEO world, sheer scale and massive budgets almost always won out. But AEO, it creates a truly level playing field. Smaller brands with precise, reliable answers can now be recognized right alongside massive, established enterprises. It's a total modern-day David versus Goliath scenario. If you apply the technicals we've discussed, the headings, the lists, the schema markup, your precision becomes your ultimate weapon against a competitor's sheer scale. Because the reality is, the AI doesn't care about your huge marketing budget. It only cares if your answer is technically accessible. So what does this all mean for you? I want to leave you with a provocative thought as you go to audit your own digital presence. Is your content built merely for human skimming, or is it rigorously structured for machine citation? The transition to AI gatekeepers isn't coming, it's already here. And the brands that learn to speak the machine's language today will absolutely be the ones defining the future. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.